stayed for us, he would have had a week of paid already.
He might be up to 90 days here soon. I don't know when that'll cut off. He might get like 40 hours. He's also technically part-time because of school.
Right.
It's a little, I don't know. I don't do payroll, so.
We are live.
All right. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to this Tuesday, November 7th Commissioners meeting for Planning and Zoning. We have quite a few preliminary plats on the agenda tonight. First up, has everyone had a chance to review the minutes from last week?
Yep.
Is there any questions, comments, or concerns?
No.
Do I have a motion?
I'll move to approve.
I have a
Second?
first and a second for approval. Do I have all in favor? Say aye.
Aye.
Aye. All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next up, we have a preliminary plat application for 180 Old Stone Road.
Good evening, everybody. Baseline Surveying, on behalf of Believers Fellowship, has submitted a preliminary plat for Lot B2R and B3R of the Petra subdivision and Lot 1 revised of the Grand Prix edition, formerly known as Lot B2 and Lot B3 of the Northwest 1/4, Southeast 1/4, and Lots 1 through 19 of the Grand Prix, all located in Section 15, Township 5 North, Range 5 East, Black Hills Meridian, City of Sturgis, Meade County, South Dakota. The purpose is a lot line adjustment between Lot 1 and Lots B2 and B3 of Grand Prix lot. The staff makes recommendation for approval, and Shannon is here to answer any questions you may have.
Hey, Shannon.
Yeah, as explained, really we're just, Maros, they have a water line that was put on the property years ago, so what this 30-foot strip that the Believers Fellowship has agreed to allow him to purchase and plat into his lot, what that does is really cleans up, all his utilities are on his lot then. And then I took what I could out of the older lots from the old previous lot into that Lot 1, which cleaned up quite a few of them. He still owns some of them on the other side of the unnamed, undedicated, or unnamed access through there, but this plat really does clean up a lot of those older original lots. And a lot of those really don't meet today's standards for square footage and frontage requirements anyway, so if that property is ever future subdivided, then that way it can just start over and create lots that do meet the ordinance, so.
Does anybody have any questions, other questions, or any questions about that? Anything from the public? I don't see any reason that this shouldn't go through. Do I have a motion?
I'll motion.
I have a first?
Second.
A second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Right, second item on the agenda is a preliminary plat application for 1712 Main Street.
Again, Baseline Surveying, on behalf of Kim Bone, has submitted a preliminary plat for Lot 22R in Block 8 of Ash Extension, formerly lots 22 through 24, in Block 8 of Ashes Extension to the City of Sturgis, Meade County, South Dakota. The purpose for this is to replat the 3 parcels of land known as lots 22 through 24 into one parcel known as Lot 22R in Block 8 of Ash Extension. Staff makes recommendation for approval. I did want to clarify too, Dusty earlier this evening asked when it says staff makes recommendation of approval, she asked what that included. Department heads that would be affected by any kind of these changes, including the ambulance and fire chief, public works director, those are all consulted with the recommendation of approval.
Yeah, and again, all this one does really clean it up. It allows, by platting all the lots together, it just allows the landowner for any future improvements if they ever wanted to make some. So it really does. It just cleans things up from the original lots again. Makes them all into one platted lot.
You know if they're separate?
You know, back, I imagine there is, because back in the day, there wasn't an old house on there. And that probably happened in the early 2000s, I imagine, if I remember right, got tore out of there, and that's why that lot is vacant. And since then, they purchased that lot from the original second owner that tore the house down. So it's been long enough that I guess I don't personally know whatever happened to those services, but that could be a question we ask Public Works, and
Yeah.
I don't know
think
if
we
they
should
still
check into it,
exist or
make sure they're
not, so,
abandoned.
yep.
Is there intentions on future building on here, like moving that house back?
Um,
No, okay. Just wondering.
Sorry. No, there is not.
Any other questions from the commission?
Straightforward.
Comments from the public? Do I have a motion?
I'll make the motion to approve.
Have a first
I'll second it.
and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Third item on the agenda, preliminary plat application for 1428 Short Track Road.
Okay, Jack Pine Gypsies has submitted a preliminary plat for lots 1A and 2A of Bohers subdivision, formerly known as lots 1 and 2 of Bohers subdivision, located in the southeast 1/4, northeast 1/4, and the southwest 1/4, northeast 1/4 of Section 8, Township 5 North, Black Hills Meridian, Meade County, South Dakota. The lot is located in the city 3-mile jurisdiction in Area 1. The purpose is to add additional space to the Jack Pine Gypsies lot. Action for the betterment of the community has entered into a contract for deed with Jack Pine Gypsies for the addition. Staff makes recommendation for approval.
Which lots are these on? Are they gaining them, or are they having a hard time looking at this map?
So that's smaller corner of the action for the betterment of the community lot. They are going to add that strange little dip right there where it kind of has the lip. It's going to go into that portion. So just a section on that strange side.
Kind of on the northwest corner.
Yes.
Okay.
And they are here to answer any further questions as well.
I guess I don't really have I don't have any questions about it. It's pretty straightforward. Good to see more space going up there for you guys.
Yeah, and there's that big gas line that runs through that area, and every time they work on it, which is about every year now, they have to get a hold of both of us, and ABC would like to get rid of it, and we'd like to gain it, so it's kind of a mutually beneficial type thing, and we actually use it quite often, and so it kind of gets a liability away from them and gets us more space, so.
Right. Okay.
I have no problem with it.
Yeah. Like it.
It makes sense.
Does the commission have anything else? No. Comment from the public? Do I have a motion?
A motion.
Motion.
Second.
And a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Guys.
Fourth agenda item is the preliminary plat application for 1350 Mead Avenue.
Baseline Surveying, on behalf of Paula Ford, has submitted a preliminary plat for Lot 2R of the Comanche Addition, formerly Lot 1 and 2 of the Comanche Addition, and Lot 1C of Block A in the Weber Addition, all located in City of Sturgis, Meade County, South Dakota. The purpose is lot line adjustment on the two parcels of land, lots 1 and 2 to be platted into one parcel to be known as Lot 2R of Comanche Addition. Property owner wishes to build a new garage. Staff makes recommendation for approval.
And yeah, again, this one's pretty similar to the last one, just combining all the lots so a future improvement can be made, you know, without crossing any old original lot lines, so.
So instead of having a couple of triangles, it'll be a,
You're right. Not sure how they accessed a couple of those that back lot.
Right.
That's the reason we're cleaning it up, so.
and I guess the same question on that. Utility services,
I don't know the answer, but I will find out.
Yeah,
public works, and
because this one currently has a duplex. This is where a lot of those the duplexes were brought in on those lots back in the day, so the only services on that are that duplex, so at this time. There's a good space up on the north side, the vacant space where I understand the new garage will be built, so. But
Looks good, cleans it up.
Yep.
Any other questions? Anything from the public? A motion for approval?
I'll move to approve.
I'll second.
Aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
And last thing on the agenda is consideration for use on review to allow home-based FFL license at 2840 Starline Avenue.
Proverse, owner of property located at 2840 Starline Avenue, has submitted a use on review application to allow the manufacture of a prototype for firearms on site. The FFL license requires a use on review approval in order to proceed with the license application. The applicant is currently developing next generation firearm suppressor technology. The digital engineering files are currently headed towards completion, and he needs to move forward with the registration of his FFL license for his business. The applicant's future plan, after securing his FFL, is to manufacture the first prototypes and complete the R&D process from his home. Once the prototype receives its final fit and finish, he will secure a commercial location and transfer his FFL to the commercial space to begin large-scale production and begin materializing his new business. The property is zoned low-density residential housing. This is an allowable permitted use. There will be no commercial manufacturing equipment at the residence. Signage was placed on the property October 10th, 2023. 18 landowner response forms were sent out. 7 were returned with 100% approval. Staff makes recommendation for approval, and included in the board's packets are the letters that were received from the landowners.
Yeah, that pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, it's all right. How long do you anticipate that taking before you hope to get it in a commercial location?
I mean, shipping should be, I guess, fairly straightforward. I'll be utilizing 3D printers to kind of speed up the R&D process. And then the final production, line will consist of additive manufacturing, which is another 3D printing technology, using laser sintering metals, titanium, Inconel, stuff like that. So I'll be moving to more of a commercial space for that because you can't really do that at home. There's a lot of facility requirements and things like that to go into place before you can get one of those machines
Right.
installed for the first place, but
Not cheap.
no. And then the FFL process can take a while, and I don't really want to jump into a commercial lease and sign off on that thing when, I'm kind of waiting on the ATF to even give me an approval in the first place.
Right.
Plus, I have a patent process and everything else I have to go through as well. So I kind of wanted to get the ball rolling from my house, and then the plan is to transfer the FFL once I move into production. So.
Cool.
Pretty cool.
Well, your neighbors had good things to say about you.
Yeah, I went around and talked to everybody.
Yeah.
You did your homework.
Yeah.
That's good.
That's pretty straightforward. Does anybody else have any questions?
I just have a comment. I'm glad to see some
Yeah,
grassroots businesses started here in town and
Thank you.
hopefully stay once it's commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Talk to SEDC?
Huh?
Talk to SEDC?
Yeah. You talking about South Dakota Tactical?
no,
No.
Sturgis Economic Development
Oh,
Corporation.
Get you lined up for a location for a commercial shop.
no, I haven't.
But that's a good source.
Okay, that's good to know.
They have the industrial park, they'd be a really good resource for you.
Okay. Yeah.
Any other questions, comments? Anything from the public? Do I have a motion?
A motion.
Have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Good luck.
That's,
We have one more matter to go before the board. We have an annual review for November. The light woodworking business and FFL for Ronald Berg at 1205 Davenport Street. There's no changes, no complaints, so permit will be renewed for another year.
do we have a motion for adjournment.
I'll move to adjourn.
The first, second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Have a good evening.
Thanks, everybody.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, everybody.